to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Bengals.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
For the extra point.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games. Both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good. 25 yards that time.
You go back to the 2nd round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile, make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than what people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Mixon on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. There's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
9-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he connects with Hurts. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
2nd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Dancing to his left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one goes for 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes you just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Nixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's a run with Nixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A quick toss out right. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
Makes the score.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. All Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up second.
Another run here with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
4.
Throwing is Hurts. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run on first down. Huntley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
32 is the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territories. They need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Game 13-all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down now, Bernard. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Bengals first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
No gain on the play.
As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
22-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the rim. And this one is right through. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
equals 16.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to